Right now, welcome back to SE Custom Designs. This is part 2B. So I have 2A and 2B. I decided to put the camera, which is my phone, zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm saying over here. Just going to verify. So a little bit of an update for you. I went ahead. One of my subscribers is going to like this and bought something. I went ahead and bought the 4K, so we talked about that, a 4K camcorder. But $260. Hopefully, it's going to give you guys what you want to see: better quality video and hearing, that type of thing, and for God's sake, the motion. And so that's that. So this is part 2B of making a bandsaw box. Okay, very plain bandsaw box, but nonetheless, how do you make them? So we won't go over what we went over in 1 and 2. Just we're going to pick up. At this point, what we're doing is we're using our DeWALT Biscuit joiner, and we're going to simply, with each one of these lines, put a cavity, and we're going to align the center notch here, like you can see that, huh? This center notch here, and this here, or this guy here. But both of these notches are set so that you can line them up with whatever marking mechanism you put in there. I'm simply going to drop this like this, lift it up, and make the cavity. All right, so we're going to just show you how to do that so we can connect these boards together and get them ready for glue up. All right, and always have things unplugged. Too many times I'm sure you've had the same thing where it was plugged in and you had some really scary surprises. We don't need that kind of stuff going on. So thank you for tuning into this episode. Nice fresh cup of coffee here. Just know that we have tons of videos, and don't know that I want to get wood chips in there, and on a variety of subjects. So let's get to it. Ear protection, one way or another. This is a convenient little guy here. Just pop it on like so, and he does the job. Otherwise, there's those types of units that have music in them, and apparently I have here they are, so you can listen to your tunes. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you bring the tools to full power before you plunge in to make the cavity. Okay, so don't just go in like that. So that's one. Bring him over here. Now he's going to have to be done on 6 both sides because he's the centerpiece. It's a little bit heavy. Alright, now the last piece, we only need to make the cavities, create the cavities on the inside. Alright, let's go ahead and set this guy down somewhere. Unplug the tool. Remember, if you can see the plug, you know your plug is not plugged in. It's a power tool. I don't know about you, but you were also thinking that the chips were going to fly back into my coffee. I thought it did, but it didn't. All right, so now we proceed to orientate them and begin to put the biscuits in. Okay, and again, the cool thing about this method, this process, is that don't worry about messing up. Oh geez, they're not going to line up, you know, that type of thing. Remember, practice makes permanent, as opposed to perfect. But practice, practice, practice. That's what you do. But you can always reseat the tool into the unit, into the wood, and have another go at it. All right, so what we're going to do now is what is called dry fitting. You dry fit before you commit. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. All right, so I'll come down here, orient it. Okay, so we can get a tool to help knock things in a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stand on it. All right. It went down in. I suspect one of my biscuits might have cracked when I did that. But once again, it's not the end of the world. Remember, you're the one in charge. You're the one in charge. Just want to make sure that you put them in the center, obviously, right? But if you're not paying attention and you're distracted, well, that can just be a problem. All right? Now, even without the glue, this joint is very strong. Imagine with the glue what's going to happen. All right, so let's go ahead and line this guy up. Oh, I have him the wrong way. That's why. All right. I was wondering, why aren't you going in? There we go. He just set right in there for whatever reason. All right. So there you go, my friends. For all intents and purposes, okay, and these are heavy, by the way. It isn't going anywhere. It's a great way to join stuck. Okay, so what we're going to do is now pull it apart and put copious amounts of glue in there. So what you want to do when you're gluing up, let's try to pull this guy off. Oh, that came off easier than I thought. It's actually this one I'm a little concerned about. Getting this guy apart. I can always get a convincer, such as this. Or a chisel. Can put a chisel in there. There we go. Easy enough. Yes, my friend. Remember I said I thought something broke? Actually what happened was a biscuit didn't break. This cavity here broke off. The wood broke off. And so it's not a problem. Watch how we fix that. That's as simple as that is. Okay, so let's go ahead and seat them again. It would go this way. There we go. Really not a big deal. So you see, you can't go wrong with this system with the biscuit joiner. So, well, like I said, so gluing up, you definitely want to put glue inside the cavity. Not too much, because the circumstance can exist where it's going to be kind of like hydraulics, where something's got to give. There's too much fluid in there. Something's got to give. Something might, explode out or whatever. So, and then, I'm going to want to put just plenty of glue in my joints. I don't need this guy coming apart. And so, all right, that's part 2 of 2B. We're making the bandsaw boxes. Maybe we'll do a part where we're going to show you gluing one of them up. And the glue up is important to have a plan. Always have a plan and a backup plan when you're doing your glue up. Like, how many clamps do you need? And you'll be surprised sometimes when you think you've got enough clamps. Well, you don't have enough, so you have to plan ahead for that. And or you're clamping and things just go south. You know how it goes. So we'll show you that. And hopefully you're having fun and enjoying the series. Please, if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell. There's some options now on the bell when you hit the bell, when you subscribe, so you can get notifications when you're getting a new video such as this one. And I do premiere some of my videos, so you can feel free to chat with me. It's a lot of fun to chat with you guys out there and learn what it is you're doing in your shop and how you do it. And just a lot of fun, so really appreciate that. All right, thanks for watching and take care. Stay tuned for part 3.